What's up, you guys? It's Cody coming back at you with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I built this truck by myself in my 20s, debt-free. And for those of you guys that are new here, make sure you stick around to the end. We're going to talk a little bit more about the truck itself, what we've done to the truck, the upgrades and the costs and all the prices of parts that I put on and stuff like that. So if you're new here and you're curious about the truck itself, make sure you stick around because we'll talk about that as well. Now, before I go on too much, I just want to point out that I get no financial help from anybody. My parents did not buy this truck for me, okay? I get no help. I live on my own. I did this completely by myself. I grew up pretty much poor, okay? I mean, I had food on the table to eat, but I did not grow up wealthy. My parents do not help me with money. They did not buy this truck for me. I did this all by myself. I just want to say that real quick before the haters even want to say anything or think anything. I did this all on my own. I'm 26 years old, and I have a good job. I worked really hard to become a good at my profession, which I'll talk about in a second when I start talking about how I can afford this and stuff like that, and did this all on my own, okay? I just want to start by saying that, but let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, now before we get into what I do for a living, let me just say that one of the biggest factors that I believe has gotten me to where I am today, this is just me personally, is I pay cash for everything, okay? That's just what I believe in. I don't believe in debt. I don't like debt. I just think that debt can put you in nasty situations. It can get you in trouble. I believe in paying cash for everything, saving my money and paying cash. Now, I do believe in investing. I do a lot of investing myself, and I even see this truck as an investment because I make the YouTube videos with it and I get paid a little bit. It's not much right now. I'm definitely in the negative, but that's why I see it as an investment, because all the money I'm putting into my truck and making these YouTube videos is eventually, hopefully, going to pay off. But I'm doing it all by paying cash. You see all the work that I did to this truck. I'll show you guys a little before and after. This is what the truck looked like when I first bought the truck, okay? Almost pretty much completely stock. Now, everything you see here on the truck, I have done. The bumper, the headlights, the grill, the tail lights. I got the lift done for me. That's one thing I got done for me, but I didn't buy it with the lift. All the engine mods and upgrades that I've done to this truck, I did myself, all by saving my money and paying cash, okay? Now, if you are an entrepreneur and you believe in using debt to, leveraging debt to make you money, that's okay. If you are good with money like that and you can use debt to make you more money than you're paying in interest, that's okay. For example, if I wanted to use debt to buy another vehicle for the channel and it made me more money making videos than it cost me to make the payments on that car, that's good debt. There's not a problem with that. I just personally like to pay cash for everything and not have any debt, not owe any money. The bank doesn't own my truck. If I lost my job tomorrow, I would not owe anybody money except for my phone bill, utilities, and rent, okay? So that's just my personal opinion. That's what I believe, and I've saved my money and paid cash for every upgrade on this truck, including paying cash for the truck itself. Now, this is all while living in LA County, where it's extremely high cost of living. I mean, just my rent for my apartment is extremely expensive. Hopefully one day I can get a nice big house with a nice garage and lots of property to make some cooler videos. But for right now, I'm trying to work my way up to that. We're still living in an apartment, but it's really expensive around here, okay? But a lot of you guys watching these videos are maybe younger kids coming up, or you're still in your early 20s, you haven't gotten your career yet, and you want to build your dream truck or your dream car, and you kind of, are wondering how people can do it. This is just me kind of talking to you about how I do it, not saying it's the best way, but I just believe in getting a good job and making good money and saving your money and paying cash for things and not having any debt, not owing anybody any money. It keeps you out of trouble. That's just my personal opinion. Now let's talk a little bit about what I do for a living to be able to afford all these mods and upgrades. I am what's called a Boilermaker. Now, a lot of you guys might not know what a Boilermaker is. Most people don't. When I tell them that I'm a Boilermaker, they don't know what that is. But basically, I work on big industrial boilers for hospitals, food processing plants, paper mills, lots of different types of applications and reasons to have a boiler. We supply steam, hot water, and stuff like that. But basically, a big thing that I do, part of my job, is being a pipe welder. I am a combination pipe welder, so I can weld carbon steel, stainless steel, I can do stick and TIG and stuff like that. And that is what I do to afford the mods on my truck. Now, I started off by taking welding classes at my local community college, and then I got a job in a fab shop for pretty much minimum wage. Not making good money at all, but I worked there for a little over a year, gained some experience on fabricating, welding, stuff like that, reading a tape measure and blueprints and stuff like that. And then I applied for a job at a Boilermaker company. I got that job. They paid really well to start, and you work your way up an apprenticeship program and get paid more and more, and it's a really good career. So that's what I do now. I didn't really go to college. I mean, I went to a community college for I think 1 or 2 semesters for welding classes. I did not go to a trade school for 2 years or get a bachelor's degree or anything like that. I'm just a tradesman, laborer. I work on boilers and I weld, and I like to promote that a lot to people that don't want to go to college. Welding is a really good career. It has made my life great, and becoming a welder is pretty much one of the best things I've done in my life for myself and my future. So if you guys are curious what I do, those of you guys that follow me and didn't know, that's what I do. So now that you guys know what I do for a living and how I afford the upgrades on my truck and the truck itself, let's talk a little bit about the truck itself, go over some of the upgrades and the price and the cost of things that I've done to the truck and stuff like that. If you guys are curious about the truck itself, let's go over it a little bit. Now I'm gonna kind of just rattle off all the stuff that I've done to it and the price and stuff. First of all, when I bought the truck, I believe it had about 132,000 miles on it. It had a 6-inch lift and 35-inch tires. Okay, now I bought the truck for $15,000. I put 37s on it almost right away. I got rid of the 35s and put 37s on it, and ran around on the 6-inch lift with 37s for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I don't even remember. Currently we just got a 14-inch lift put on, 40-inch tires and 20-inch wheels. We had 17-inch wheels before, now we got 20s. They're 40-inch by 1550 R20 Toyo Open Countries. The wheels are 20 by 12 negative 44 offset moto metals. Now the tires and wheels together, this setup was about $3,200 installed. I'm going to do another video talking about the price of all the components of the lift, but just for those of you guys that are curious, the lift, like I said, I got it done for me with parts and labor. With parts and labor was about $7,700 for the lift. Right there for the lift and tires, we're looking at about $11,000. So we got $15,000 to buy the truck, $11,000 in lift, tires, and wheels. The bumper was about, I believe, $500. I bought it in a kit from Move Bumper and welded it up myself. It comes in a kit of pieces, and you weld it up yourself and paint it. And it said Move right here. This is my brand. For those of you guys that are new, no half-ass. I cut out the plate that said Move, and I put the no half-ass one in myself. We painted the bumper with white bed liner. Not sure, yeah, you guys should be able to tell, but it's got that textured bed liner look. We did that. The headlights are 2005 to 2007 headlights. They were about $100 or so, 130 bucks, plus buying some stuff that I needed to put them in, like special headlights and harness and clips and stuff like that. So a little more than 130 bucks for those. I believe the grill was like $150 off Amazon. By the way, pretty much all the parts that I'm talking about for the truck can be found down below in the description. All the parts, the links are in the description. Most of them are from Amazon if you guys are curious about that. Now these light pods, believe it or not, these light pods are aux beam light pods, $20 for a pair off of Amazon. The dual steering stabilizers we put on also, I don't remember exactly how much they are. The link is down below. Maybe I'll put it right here. I'll look up the price and put it right here for you guys. We did these 6-7 style badges. They say 7.3, but they're kind of looking like the 6.7 style. I don't remember exactly how much those are. The mirrors came on the truck, but you can find those on Amazon for like 150 bucks with good reviews. The rear bumper is a 2008 to 2016 rear bumper. It came black, we painted it white. This was about 240 bucks off of eBay. These are another pair of those aux beam LED pods I use as reverse lights, 20 bucks again for those. I got these off of eBay a long time ago. I don't think they're even available. I believe they were about $100 flat for those. We can get a little bit into performance upgrades. Now they did cut my 5-inch straight pipe for the lift because the way it curved, it hit the leaf springs, so we still have to do something about that. But I paid $300 for the entire 5-inch straight pipe kit. I paid $300 for the Hydra tuner, $300 for a high amp output alternator, $300 for the edge monitor. Also $100 for this high torque starter off of Amazon, which is one of the best upgrades I've done to this truck. Was putting that high torque starter on there for only $100. This thing came with a K&N cold air intake kit on it, and I just took the K&N filter off and put a AFE intake filter on there. I believe that was about $100 for the filter itself, maybe like 70 bucks. Now, of course, there's a lot of other small things that I did to the truck that I'm probably not remembering. I know I did the fuel pressure spring. That wasn't that much, definitely less than $100. The exhaust back pressure sensor, I changed that, which did make a difference on the performance. That was, I think, 80 bucks for the sensor. I did an air intake heater delete, put a delete plug in there. That was like, I don't even know, 40 bucks or something like that. A lot of other stuff that I'm sure I'm forgetting. Plus, you know, the old tires, I didn't include buying the old tires for 1,600 bucks, the 37s. The 40s are about $2 grand for the set. Lots of other stuff too, but as you can see, we put a lot of money into the 7.3. Now, I also want to mention that I like buying older vehicles and building them up a lot more than buying new vehicles, especially financing new vehicles and leaving them stock. That's just not what I like. Like for me personally, one of my dream cars is a C6 Corvette. I would rather buy a used C6 Corvette and pay cash for it and build it up the way I like than spend $80,000 on a brand new mid-engine C8. That's just me. That's my personal preference. I want to build like an older OBS, old body style 7.3 liter. I want to build an old Ford Ranger pre-runner, stuff like that. I like building this old 7.3 more than I would want a brand new 6.7. That's just my personal opinion. I like to buy older vehicles that are a few years old, pay cash for them. Maybe they have, you know, a little bit of miles on them, but as long as you look into them and make sure they were taken care of, and buy an older vehicle used for cash and then build them up the way you like. I would rather have a 2008 C6 Corvette completely blacked out and a nice exhaust on it and do that all myself than buy a stock C8 and have $800 a month car payments. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. I like to build older stuff up. That's why I'm building this truck. Now, with everything going on right now, you guys, with the quarantine and stuff like that, I can't really get any parts right now. I mean, if I try and order anything online, it's gonna take forever to get here because they're not shipping non-essential parts very rushed. They're only shipping essential things that people really need. They're shipping those right away, and like truck parts and stuff, they're waiting forever, and it's April right now, and I'm not gonna get anything until like the middle of May. I don't want to go into any auto parts stores or anything like that right now, so I'm having a hard time making videos for you guys. Not to mention it was raining all week, so I couldn't really make videos because of the rain either. But yeah, I'm having a hard time right now making videos for you guys as frequently as I would like. I'm unable to really put any new parts on my truck right now because I don't have them and it's hard to get them right now. So I'm gonna try and bring you guys as much content as I can and still keep you guys entertained while we try and get through this whole thing, you know, and hopefully everyone's staying safe and healthy. I wish everyone, you know, healthy, safe lives and everything. And like I said, I'm just gonna try and bring you guys whatever I can as far as content, maybe some vlogs and stuff like that. So here's one, for example. Let's see if we can find like a alley or something, a nice wall somewhere where we can hear the turbo sounds. I like to do those. I've been doing those lately in videos, and I think you guys, I would like to think you guys enjoy hearing the sound of the turbo coming out of that street pipe. I know I do. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload future content. Check out knowhowfastapparel.com, and of course, be safe out there.